What's good, Outlaws? It's your boy, The Truth 777. Let's give a shout out and appreciation to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, and then let's get straight to it. Look, check it out. Look, watching a Luke Stevenson video, and I think he's probably one of the more grounded gaming channels. That he was talking about the dude, the president Sean Layden. He was talking about the president Sean Layden, and he was speaking on how Sean Layden was, talking about how we need to make sure AA and creative games are still in the space for the major publishers. And I also was watching 60 Frames No Lag, and my homeboy Emmanuel, he was, spazzing about people not caring about these AA games. And so he don't care if the major publishers don't make them. And for Luke Stevenson, I was just like, he kind of ran with a little bit of a bot narrative. He's not a bot. Don't get it. He's a PC dude. And like I said, he's one of the more grounded channels. I did not say unbiased or neutral. I said grounded. And I think he does a good job at being fair and honest and factual. So with that being the case, I was sitting there and I was like, okay, he would, but he didn't run with a bot narrative that, hey, Sean Layden, you were a part of the reason, if not the reason, why AAA is the big thing now. Because you greenlit Ghost of Tsushima, you greenlit Spider-Man and so forth, and Horizon and so forth and so on. And I was like, yeah, that would hold weight if he also didn't greenlit Dreams. If he also didn't greenlit Concrete Genie. If he also didn't greenlit Everybody's Golf and SingStar and continue to support SingStar, which was a live service game that Sony had, live service karaoke game that Sony had. So, that really doesn't hold any weight. See, you may not know about those games because nobody, they sell like 1 million copies at most, if that. Nobody be caring about them, right? I love Concrete Genie. I platinumed it. Didn't care about Dreams. Still play Everybody's Golf to this day. Till they drop the servers, then I'll drop it. That's a live service game. And I still own songs on SingStar, so whatever I own, I can use in the karaoke, but I can't, if the licenses or something go right, I guarantee you I can't, find a way to, renew the license or something. I don't know. That's a little worrisome because I own a lot of songs in the SingStar. But regardless of the matter, at the end of the day, I was just like, yeah, this whole narrative that he, destroyed it or was a part of the reason of destroying it is kind of a non sequitur. That's not even the right word. Kind of this is not a point. It's not a point. It's not a point of emphasis. But that brought me to realize, man, not only has this generation not been exciting, and I get it, pandemic, I get it, the consoles are not at the heights that they may have been if the pandemic wasn't here. Sony, I think, is at 70 plus million at this current juncture. And if that's the case, if the pandemic was here and it was readily available, I think you probably could have another 20. I don't know, right? That's just me speculating. But at the end of the day, I was just like, man, I've told y'all in several other videos, I haven't been excited, truly mind blown since this generation. And I'm not one of those people that are of the mindset that we're at diminishing returns. When you look at Death Stranding 2, you can cut it out. That right there kills that narrative. If you look at Alan Wake 2 and how they added the ray tracing, that made the game look exponentially better, so you can kill that narrative. Hellblade shows you can kill that narrative. Forza continues to show you can kill that narrative. Gran Turismo, Grand Theft Auto, even though we didn't get to see much gameplay, I'm pretty sure we know that that's going to be close to it, right? So that diminishing returns BS is a narrative for people that may have been disappointed in the generation and feel like we have nowhere else to go. We got a lot of other places to go, graphically and, of course, creatively. So, but then I came up with a question. I'm like, man, is it fair to say that there's only 2 or 3 companies that can do something mind-blowing in this industry at this current juncture? So of course, Sony and their first party, Santa Monica, anything between Santa Monica to Naughty Dog, at least those 2. I ain't gonna say all of them, because Ghost of Tsushima didn't really impress me the way I thought it was gonna impress me. It looks amazing. The vistas impress me. The vistas and the draw distance, 100%. But Horizon did that. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to that now. So that's not as mind blowing as it should have been, because well, Horizon Forbidden West and Burning Shores absolutely does that Vista thing pretty well. Although Ghost of Tsushima's vistas are definitely, I won't say look better, but they have a different artistic appeal to them. They don't look like Horizon. The way their trees and flowers and animals flow is totally different from Horizon. You know what I mean? That jungle landscape. It's just different. But still, the point is, we've seen the long draw distances already in a lot of games. We've seen the, even like in Forza Horizon, right? The for Xbox, you've seen long Flight Simulator. You've seen these long draw distance and beautiful landscapes, so that's cool. But the character models in Ghost of Tsushima felt like it looks a lot better than the original, but felt like it's still lagging behind for me. Some of the animations, as of yet, I don't know. I wasn't as impressed with the animations and how smooth it could have been, but we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to judge it. Bottom line is, I know I'm going to have a blast with it. You know what I mean? I had a blast with God of War Ragnarok. I had a blast with Spider-Man 2. Horizon Forbidden West is my favorite, again, Sony exclusive. That one's better than Zero Dawn for me. So I'm like, man, is it just... Can I literally say, and maybe this is just me, that's why I'm asking the question, that we are at a point where we're waiting either on Take-Two and Grand Theft Auto, maybe Borderlands 4, and we're waiting on Sony, Santa Monica, and Naughty Dog, and that's when we'll finally get the mind-blowing moments, and from there on, everybody else will follow suit? It seems like we're waiting on them. Because while Fable looked good, it really looked good, and that's definitely a game I'm going to play for sure. And while Flight Simulator looks amazing, right? Hellblade looked amazing. Forza looks amazing. None of them were mind blowing. Like Hellblade was not mind blowing. I'm sorry, it was cool, but for the game it needed to be graphically that impressive because the game wasn't great. Forza Horizon is always going to look amazing, but so does Gran Turismo. So like racers don't, I don't know, racers don't do it for me. This Motorfest looks immaculate. Racers just they do a really good job graphically. But it just feels like, yeah, we got the Harry Potter. That to me that was an amazing game, but it wasn't exciting. It did well graphically. I think it was up to par, definitely up to snuff graphically, but I felt like it could have definitely been pushed. Right? I feel like Dragon's Dogma 2, like we got some graphically looking games, but we ain't got no Death Stranding yet. That Death Stranding 2 looks amazing. And I don't care about Death Stranding. That's why my excitement for it is like, meh. But it feels like until Santa Monica or Naughty Dog or Take-Two and Grand Theft Auto drops, like the ball ain't gonna get rolling. And we know Grand Theft Auto probably will take longer than at least one of the Sony studios dropping. I think Ghost of Tsushima definitely will probably look a lot better, and if that's the case, then that'll get the ball rolling. Fable is up there, so I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. I just wanted to ask you guys: am I tripping into thinking that like it feels like Sony is going to be the last bastion of getting the ball rolling, even in the next gen? Like it looks like Ubisoft right now is just trying to figure out, how to get back in place, which happens. Ebb and flows, man. Y'all acting like Sega ain't never went through a downward period. They was bombing with Sonic, and now they killing it with Sonic. You know what I mean? And Persona and Metaphor and all these other games they were, but Sega had a big downfall too. Sony as well. Like Concord. Come on now. I don't know. It feels like at this current moment, because this generation has not been exciting for pretty much most of the people, and that doesn't mean we are not enjoying our games for those that are about to be like, oh, I enjoyed my games. I'm having a blast. Yeah, I am too. I said that in my videos. But the excitement, like the announcements and the excitement have not been like great. I know for Xbox fans, sure, but that's what they've been holding on to is their roadmaps. And for PlayStation fans, we've been getting a bunch of games or whatever, but nothing that's mind blowing. Like Stellar Blade's amazing. Helldivers is amazing. Those are gameplay games that are really fun, right? They're amazing. They look nice and everything, but I just want that graphical leap game that's going to impress me. Alan Wake was up there for sure. Death Stranding is up there for sure. It's just those aren't games I care about. Let me be very clear. I'm waiting for that graphical leap game that also excites me, and I want to buy and play because I ain't had that. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. Like and subscribe and all that nonsense. I'm out.